Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You already know what this video is about because you saw the thumbnail and you read the title. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with what kind of clothes and shoes did I pack for my toddler and my infant? Now this trip was to Orlando, Florida to Walt Disney World. And because I knew we were gonna be walking a lot, I did not pack Avery sandals. I wanted her shoes to be covered, protected, and I wanted her feet to be as comfortable as possible. So I made sure to pack her some little tennis shoes. These are just little Skechers tennis shoes that I got from Target. And so to make sure that I didn't overpack, I dressed her in these shoes as we were like traveling, walking to the airport. And I did pack one other pair of tennis shoes just in case, you know, something happened with the shoes that she was already wearing. Like, for example, it rained while we were in Disney World, and so if those shoes were wet and were taking a long time to dry, she had a backup pair of tennis shoes to wear. Because the time of year that we went to Disney World, it was gonna be warm, and so I just made sure to pack Avery a lot of these little t-shirts that I found for maybe like $4.99 at, thank you Carter, maybe like $4.99 at the children's place. And then they also had these little shorts, and I got them in multiple colors like blue, purple, orange, white, black, gray, whatever. Outfits like these are great because one, they're plain, so I can mix and match shorts and t-shirts. They're also very lightweight and comfortable, and because we were going to Florida during a time that was warm and I knew we were going to be walking around and moving a lot, I wanted to make sure that her clothes were going to be easy to grab out of the suitcase and also was going to be comfortable to walk around and move in. And whenever I'm packing clothes, of course, I like to look at the weather, app on the phone and see what is the projected weather going to be. And I pack for the weather that is going to be there. But then I also throw in a couple of extra outfits just in case something goes crazy. So like it was raining, so I made sure to pack Avery's rain jacket. I made sure to pack our ponchos, things like that. And as always, I always make sure to pack extra underclothes, an extra shirt, extra pair of pants for accidents, spills. I mean, you just never know what's gonna happen. For my infant, my son is 5 months old now, but at the time of our trip, he was 4 months. And so I am all about comfortability when it comes to traveling with children and for myself. To travel in, I put him in this little sleeper. Being in Orlando, because it was warm, I just packed him a lot of onesies and some little shorts. I did throw in like a pair of jeans and a pair of like sweatpants because sometimes in Orlando at night it does get cool. I mean, he's an infant, he's not wearing shoes right now, but he is wearing socks. So of course I made sure to have enough pair of socks for each day. But then also I make sure to pack enough socks for at nighttime too after his bath. Right. Diapers and wipes. Avery's been potty trained for about 1.5 years now, but I still went ahead and threw in some pull-ups into the suitcase just because as we were traveling, going through the airport, on the airplane, it was a straight through flight, which was about 2 hours. And of course they give you snacks and stuff to drink. And so just in case she had an accident, like she fell asleep and she had an accident, or just in case she just needed to go while we were on the plane, in my mind, I was like, you just gonna go in this pull-up. I just got so nervous and had so much anxiety just thinking about having to take her into that little bitty lavatory, me and her trying to put tissue on it. I mean, I just got overwhelmed just with the thought of having to take her to the laboratory and trying to figure out how is both of us gonna fit in this little tiny square. And so I was just like, you know what, if she has to go or if she has an accident, whatever, the pull-up is going to save us, right, in that moment. My son being an infant, of course, he was gonna need diapers. So on top of making sure that his diaper bag had plenty of diapers, I also put in the suitcase a whole sleeve of diapers just like this, just to make sure that we would have enough to last us throughout the week. And the same thing for wipes. I make sure that there's enough wipes in the diaper bag, but I also throw another big pack of wipes into the suitcase to make sure we have enough. Now let's talk about formula. So my son is mostly breastfed, but we do supplement with formula here and there. This is how I pack the formula. So first of all, I have a lunch bag by Igloo. Inside of it, I put an ice pack, this bottle of formula, and then I also have breast milk that I carried in bags like this. I also had bottles, and I just grabbed this bottle because he just finished it. But I also had a few bottles that had formula and breast milk in them this size as well. This is a Tommy Tippy bottle, and this is the 9-ounce bottle. So along with the formula and breast milk, I also packed my pump. I pump, I nurse, I bottle feed. We just do it all. Taking the formula and the breast milk through security was one of the things that was giving me a whole bunch of anxiety as well. But let me talk you through what that process was like with the formula and the breast milk. Make sure that you tell the TSA agent, hey, I have formula and or breast milk. In my experience with TSA, after I told them I had formula, they took my lunch bag and they waited until I walked through the security screening. Once I got through the security screening and I put my shoes on, you know, got this stuff, oh, hi, and got my stuff out of the bins, we went to a back table. Did not open the bottles of formula and breast milk, but they did open the big bottle of formula. Now, when I was going through security the first time when I was on the way to Orlando, there was an unopened bottle. The TSA agent asked me to open the bottle, so like break the security seal, all that kind of stuff, so that they could test the formula. And all they did was they got a test strip, they put some kind of solution on the test strip and then just held it over the opening of the formula. And I guess they were looking to see if it was gonna change colors, whatever, but it was not going to, because it was just formula, you know? And so once, you know, the test strip didn't turn colors or whatever, they just threw it away, put the cap back on, and we were good to go. They did not test my breast milk at all, but all they wanted to test was the big bottle of formula. One thing I also made sure to do when I was going through the TSA security was to make sure that I had the TSA guidelines pulled up on my phone, just in case I encountered a TSA agent who was like, you can't have this, or blah, 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 you know, you can't have this pump, or whatever the case may have been. Then I was just gonna pull up my TSA rules and be like, that is not what your TSA rules say. So just make sure that you have that pulled up on your phone, just in case, like I said, you encounter a TSA agent who really don't know the rules like they should, and they try to give you a hard time. No, it is perfectly legal and okay to take your formula, your breast milk, your pump, all of that through security, because all of that is considered medically necessary. While we're on the subject of TSA airport security, let's talk more about that process and what that looked like for us. So we took our travel system, that is the stroller with the car seat that snaps into it. What they made us do was take Carter out of the car seat, take apart the travel system, and we had to send the car seat through the security screening. We also had to fold up the stroller and send that through the security screening as well. And then I held Carter and walked through the scanner. Like a week after we got back from Disney World, I came across this TikTok video that said that it's a lot easier if you check your stroller and your car seat in at like curbside, so you don't have to break everything down once you get your security, and just wear your baby, because they won't make you take your baby off as you're going through security. And I think if you can do that, that's great. For us, it just wasn't ideal because we had a toddler and we had an infant. So we needed some place to sit him down, or, you know, we needed a place to carry bags and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it made sense for us just to keep the stroller and the car seat with us as we were going through the airport. So checking the stroller and the car seat in at the gate wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be either. So once you got through security, they checked everything, you're good to go. Then once you get to the gate, they made an announcement to say if you need to check your carry-on luggage or strollers or car seats, come up to the desk and get a tag for it. And this is the tag that they gave. So the tag they gave looks like a regular luggage ticket, but connected to it, they're gonna give you a tag that says claim at gate. They're gonna give you as many as you need. So we had 2, because we had the stroller and we had the car seat. So we had 2 sets of tags for both items. So in our experience, they told us to make sure that we have this claim at gate ticket put on our stroller and our car seat, so that the luggage people knew to bring it up to the ramp instead of sending it with the rest of the luggage to baggage claim. We flew with Southwest. After they do, I believe, priority boarding, then, and I think they have to do the A group, and then they do family boarding. So we took advantage of the family boarding, of course. So it can't be like all 10 of your family members, just because you got one kid in the group, then all 10 of your family members is getting on the plane. I don't think it's like that. From what I understand, it's for every one child, you have 2 adults that can accompany them onto the plane during family boarding. One of the things that I was worried about being on the plane with my children was their ears, you know, the change in the cabin pressure. So for my daughter, I found these things called ear planes. These help with the change in cabin pressure so their ears don't hurt. I found them off of Amazon. They have some for children, and then they also have some for adults as well. I could only find adult sizes in like Walmart and Target, but I was able to find the kid size on Amazon. So before we took off, I made sure to put those in her ears. Now for Carter and for babies, I really didn't find anything that said it was like specifically for air pressure like the airplanes, but I was able to find these headphones. They are by Muffy Baby off of Amazon, and they are noise cancellation earphones. You know, there are a lot of loud noises as you are on a plane, you know, them doing the luggage, opening, closing doors, takeoff, landing. There's a lot of just new sounds, and their ears are just so sensitive at this age that I at least wanted to give him something to help with, you know, his ears. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? To help with the change in cabin pressure for Carter, I made sure to nurse as we were taking off, and then as well as landing, I made sure to at least offer to nurse. He didn't necessarily take it, but I did at least offer it to him. When we were taking off, he started nursing, and then like in the middle of takeoff, he was like, I don't want this anymore. And he started getting fussy. So I just gave him a bottle and it calmed him right down. So from what I read, it's like the swallowing motion that helps like pop your ears. Doing the swallowing motion for them with eating, you know, with drinking their milk is what helps with the cabin pressure for the baby. A couple of other things I say to be mindful of to make sure that you have packed is maybe a washcloth and a dry off towel for your child, especially if you have a child with sensitive skin. You never know what laundry detergent other people are using for their towels and things like that. And so when we were traveling with Avery and she was really small, that was just something I was mindful of, and I always made sure to pack an extra towel and dry off towel for her. Because we went to Disney World, you are able to request a pack and play or a crib to be brought to your room. Also provides you with a sheet so that you can put that over the mattress that comes with the pack and play or the crib. Same kind of deal as with the towel. You just never know what kind of laundry detergent they're using and how your child's skin is going to react to it. So I made sure to pack my own sheet for the pack and play. Another thing to be mindful of is Clorox wipes and Lysol spray, okay? Spray your room, spray the tray table, you know, on the airplane, wipe down the seat. One thing that COVID taught me was, one, how fast diseases and sicknesses can get spread, and 2, it taught me how nasty people can be, okay? So just make sure that you have cleaning supplies on you, okay? So that you can make sure your space and your area is clean for your child. This is a given, but this is just something just to be mindful of and just to be reminded of. Please make sure that you have an extra outfit in the diaper bag, okay? Because my child, yes, this cute one right here, decided to have a huge blowout, like right before we got on the plane, all up the back blowout. And so his outfit was totally ruined. And if I would not have had another outfit in the diaper bag, he would have been just wrapped in swaddling clothing. So make sure that not only do you put extra outfits into the suitcase itself, but also make sure that on your person, on a carry-on, in the diaper bag, whatever, that you have extra outfits just in case you got a blowout, there's a spill, accident, whatever the case may be. Just make sure that you have something extra to change into. I think I covered everything, but if I didn't and you got more questions about something, just put it in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all.